Okay, folks, it is official. Ladies and gentlemen, the media is the enemy. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I am Ty Smith. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. If you do enjoy my content and want more of this content like this to be consistently recommended to you, do me a favor and click this right here, the thumbs up button right there. What it does, it consistently has my content be recommended to you, and just keeps things put in the algorithm. And also, don't forget, double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. Follow me on the platforms you see above and the ones below, if you would, please. All right, appreciate it. Okay, folks, I appreciate you guys all tuning in when I did the Elon Musk and Trump interview. It went well. I don't know if you want to go and watch it over again. I might break it up in segments so y'all can hear certain parts on there, but it was an interesting interview. But we have to talk about this current thing that's at hand right now. It is absolutely amazing. And here's the deal. This was going to make this really a test of some of you that claim to have integrity. Some of you that claim to have like a righteous bone in your body. After I show you this, you won't be able to sit there and dispute and say that this woman is not fake. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about cackling, chameleon, copying Kamala Harris. Plagiarizing Donald Trump promises, right? Yes, she did. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. The media manipulates. The media is the enemy, okay? Those that run the media and is behind these journalists pushing out this crazy narrative, they are the enemy. They have y'all thinking that Kamala Harris is just out there just killing it right now, where she won't even do an interview or anything like that. See what I'm saying? You've been so used to being behind your computer and watching things on the computer that's your world. It's just like right now when people think that homosexuality and transgenderism is everywhere. And it's not. But as long as you stay in the house, glued to your TV, glued to your phone, where you can see a whole lot of homosexual shows and transgender shows and all the dang on TLC shows and transgender this, transgender that, it's going to make you think that that's actually the real world when it's not. Your world consists of you being in your house, watching your computer and everything all the time. You live in a virtual reality world, but it's not reality. It's a virtual perspective world that you live in, and it's not reality. Why do I say that? Look how the media treated Trump when Trump talked about not having taxes on tips. And then they flipped the script when Kamala Harris do it. Check this out.
Not charge taxes on tips.
This Trump idea is unrealistic.
Well, here's the actual deal with what Trump is suggesting. All caps tax relief are actually backdoor ways to give rich people big tax breaks.
Smart enough to know the difference between, as they said, real solutions and wild campaign promises from a convicted felon.
It seems a little bit impractical. Out of taxes on tips is just kind of silliness.
The Biden campaign kind of scoffs at this idea as well.
Last night, we saw a big speech in Nevada by Kamala Harris, and she came out for no tax on tips.
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Where have I heard that before?
This is just one of those economic policies that will go to the heart of doing something directly for people that they can feel.
She had a focus on the middle class, and so eliminating taxes on tips will help people that go to work every day and bust their butts to keep food on the table, clothes on their back.
To make America
We're going to make America great again.
See what I'm saying? Trump said it's the devil. Kamala do it. Oh, it's an angel. Now, to make things even even put more icing on the cake is the fact that Kamala Harris, literally back in 2022, signed into legislation to allow the IRS to tax those that get tips. Wow, would you look at that? VP Harris cast a tie-breaking vote to let IRS track worker tips so they can be taxed. Vice President Kamala Harris, who on Saturday copied a campaign promising the first announced by President Trump. I just had a little bit of Biden encephalopathy right there. Anyway, let me read this over again. Biden encephalitis. It's a Jamaican in me. I'm trying to be good and slow down, okay? Let me slow down for y'all. Vice President Kamala Harris, who on Saturday copied a campaign promise first announced by former President Donald Trump to eliminate taxes on tips, voted in 2022 to pass legislation that allowed the IRS to track down workers' tips so that they could be taxed. So when I was talking earlier about, if you have any integrity in your bone, you would look at this and say, this woman's sitting here trying to play us. Why is she going to change her mind now? So think about this. That's 2022 when she did that. If you are someone that actually worked in service work like that and you've been struggling, there it is. Oh, now she want to change it. She don't want to change that. She just want to say it so she can get your vote so we can do the same thing where they can work on it. It's been almost 4 years. Remember how they were going to work on the reparations, huh? Negroes, any of y'all got it? Huh? Let me know if y'all got it so I can know where I need to go stand in line to get mine. It's just to get your goddamn on votes, folks. That's all it is to get your votes. She lied to your face, but you know what? A lot of y'all, you're going to have Stockholm Syndrome to your abuser. I know you will. It gets even better, though, because then they get pissed off. Trump then pulled off one of the biggest interviews between him and Elon Musk. I think like 76 million views. Crazy. They had a DDoS thing that happened there. It's a cybersecurity attack where it pretty much tries to overload the system with bots and whatever like that to keep people from getting in and tuning in. But it didn't work. Some of us got in. I got in. I recorded it live, like I mentioned earlier. Now, what's really interesting about that is Kamala Harris gets pissed off that happened, and yet this is what they brought to you. Look at this. Look what she's saying. Right now, Elon Musk is interviewing Donald Trump live on Twitter. We're not calling it X. It's not enough that Musk has pledged to donate millions of dollars to help re-elect Trump. He's using his purchase platform, one of the largest social media sites in the world, to spread Trump's unhinged and hateful agenda to millions of users. If that's all you need to hear, chip in $25 now to help Kamala and Tim have the resources to respond to their lies. What does that mean? What? Are you going to go on Twitter and do an interview with Elon Musk too? Because he would do it. I would love to hear Kamala Harris get on Twitter with Elon Musk and talk. I would love to hear that. Like, she probably would get more people tuning in than Trump. Psych. Anyway, she said, otherwise, let us remind you why this is a big deal. The richest person in the world is a lackey for Team MAGA. Musk already ruined Twitter by allowing hate speech and disinformation to flood the platform. Now Musk is using his vast fortune and broad reach to try to control our democracy. This is a republic, folks. They're going to keep on saying our democracy, our democracy. It's not a democracy. It's a republic. They're not going. It's a republic. Now, check this out. The fact that she said Musk already ruined Twitter, how is it when he actually substantially increased Twitter? Smart businessman got rid of what, 75% of them? Didn't even need all of them to run. And look how it's running right now. It's doing good. Now, for her to turn around and say he ruined Twitter by allowing hate speech, she meant free speech. Don't get it twisted. He allowed free speech. And even if it is disinformation or misinformation, that'll be up to us to make that decision. But y'all have nothing to say. Y'all have nothing to say about the misinformation and disinformation you push all through school. When you teach us about history and all that, what about that disinformation and misinformation? You don't tell us everything. So what are we talking about here? But this is what you're dealing with, folks. This is what happens in politics and all this stuff come around when there's an election. All kind of dumb stuff comes out, and you know what? It's just so unfortunate because a lot of you idiots are going to fall right into it. I don't care because Trump's so mean. He a bully. Kamala Harris them sitting there, they'll be all, I'm not a bully, I'm nice. We don't want misinformation. We don't want disinformation. But what we do want is those diagrams and those 3 circles so we can be unburdened by what has been. So we can all ride on the bus and it has chargers in it to charge our phones. And we want nice and fake and cater to your feelings. While at the same time, the plan is going to be simply to oppress you Easily vulnerable, naive people, plain and simple. Tell me where I'm wrong at. Let me know what y'all think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Make sure you hit that and do this right there. Like, leave a comment. I already said that, but I'm just repeating myself. All right. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.